Praise be to Jesus Christ. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we are on the 20th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and I welcome you to our reflection this Sunday. The theme of our reflection today is enduring struggles as a believer. In the first reading from Jeremiah chapter 38, which I encourage you to read, the prophet finds himself in a very difficult situation. The city is about to be taken over by the Babylonians, who will surely take the Israelites into exile. And Jeremiah, as a prophet, is compelled to announce doom over the people. He asks the leaders and the people to accept going into exile instead of resisting, because only such an action will save their lives and the community from being crushed. It is a question of survival for the nation. But now, the members of the royal family, the children of the rich and the big family that hang around power, the politicians of the day, they refused to accept such a prophecy because they had interests to protect. And for them, they were afraid of losing their interest. Because of prophesying defeat, these princes conspire against Jeremiah, and they plan for him to be put into a pit so that he can starve to death. They drop him into the pit using a rope, with a pretense that they don't want to take part in his death. But in reality, they are exposing Jeremiah to a slow and painful death. It's at this point, as the psalmist cries today, "Lord, come to my aid," that God intervenes in his own ways, using Ebed-Melech, one of the officers of the king, who is a foreigner, an Ethiopian, an African, to rescue Jeremiah. Jeremiah faces opposition for preaching a message of defeat, and as a result, his life is put under threat of the powerful. But the more powerful of all, God, he rescues Jeremiah's life from death. The second reading from the Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 to 4. It calls us to persevere in the race by fixing our eyes on Jesus. He himself went through a similar experience as Jeremiah. He faced opposition, yet he endured. Jesus did not grow weary, neither did he lose heart. He indeed endured the cross with all its shame. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, faith is a struggle. Faith is a tough race that we have to make. On the way, there are oppositions, there are threats, there are discouragements, there is resistance. Like Jesus in today's gospel, there is a baptism that every believer must be ready to undergo, and that is the cross, which entails pain and suffering. It's like fire that burns, but with the aim of purifying. Jeremiah experienced this fire in the hands of the princes, of the politicians. Jesus experienced this fire. We, the followers of Jesus, are not spared either. We cannot avoid experiencing this fire. The fire that each one of us might be going through is not meant to crush our lives. Let us raise up our eyes. Let us fix them on Jesus, for he is the leader and the perfecter of our faith.